Hey there, so today we have another review and this is another pairing. So I actually have more of these Momofuku Milk Bar cookies and this is Cornflake Chocolate Chip Marshmallow Cookie. That's a mouthful, that's a lot of words in there. And we're pairing it with a bourbon barrel aged Imperial Stout brewed with coffee, the Pizza Boy one. Thank you so much, Jeff, for this one. So yeah, let's dig into, you can check out the review of this beer. We're gonna dig into the cookie first. Let me check out what the cookie looks like. There you go. Chocolate chips. You have some beautiful marshmallow pieces in there. And then, actually, I don't know if you can see, but yeah, there's some like yellow specks, as in they actually use cornflakes in here. So, this obviously with the name, so. Very nice, wow. It's like a delicious, slightly chewy chocolate chip cookie, but then there's a really weird crunch in there. Obviously, there's cornflake, so it's like a corn cookie along with a chocolate chip cookie, and then you get a more pop of sweetness of the marshmallow, and it's really buttery, relatively sweet, but it's mostly a chocolate chip cookie, maybe a little bit of marshmallow, and then that plus of like sweet corn flavor and just textural difference of the cornflakes. And with this beer, it's interesting. The bourbon flavors are a little bit more mild, and what really I noticed is the chocolate flavors that were not as noticeable early on. I was mostly getting like bourbon, coffee, rose, blah, blah, blah. You really get pushed on like a trigger between the two. It's they complement each other, and they shine of this really tastes like chocolate milk with this cookie. In general, when I reviewed it, I didn't taste chocolate milk flavors, but yeah. It starts tasting a little bit more like mocha and chocolate milk. And the sweetness tends to balance that kind of like oaky, roasty bitterness that this beer has. It's a good pairing. It's nice. Obviously, you're pushing decadence on decadence. We're talking about your chocolate chip marshmallow cornflake cookie with a bourbon barrel aged coffee stout, but dessert pairings tend to ride on this kind of like beautiful combination of decadence, and this one's good. Not the craziest pairing I've ever had, but good. It's a good dessert pairing. Again, it makes sort of sense, like chocolate, rose, coffee, bourbon, and the beer, and then marshmallow, butter, cornflakes, chocolate chips. It works. It's a good pairing. Again, it's actually a little bit better because sometimes you can overload the palate on chocolate. It's like having chocolate brownie with this beer. Some people like that pairing. Some people don't. It's clashing of just chocolate on top of chocolate, maybe overwhelming. This one is not that. Obviously, it's still a cookie, so it still has that difference and cuts through a little bit more complementary kind of like floury, sweet sugar butter on top of that kind of bourbon, coffee, yada yada. So, fun pairing. Post in the comments below if you'd like to see more pairing videos from me. Until next time, cheers. Later.